It's time for another What I Eat in a Day video. I skipped this last week just because I didn't have the time to cut the video. I originally filmed it, but I did not have the time to cut it and to publish it and everything. I was too busy. My day starts with coffee this time. I've gotten the hang of it again when I did my internship at the psychiatric hospital. I had a break afterwards, but I'm enjoying it way too much at the moment. I know, because of my reward system, but it's so nice. And so I don't know, it's coffee, and afterwards it's veggies for breakfast and oats, but I'll show you later on. This is breakfast number 1. These are steamed zucchinis, and breakfast number 2 is gonna be oats. And somebody asked me if I ate the oats right after I eat the veggies for breakfast, and yeah, that's what I do. You could take a break and wait for a couple of hours, depending on how satisfied you are after the veggies. But I'm pretty hungry in the morning. I'm basically starving, so I eat both right after the other. One after the other. One right after the other. So that's what I do. And then I'm satisfied until noon. Breakfast number 2 is ready. I added a banana, damn it, and half an apple to that, and that's what I'm gonna eat now. It's noon and I'm cooking, and in this pan is basically only leftovers. It's a totally weird mixture. In here are beets and eggplant and onions and carrots and asparagus. And I'm also gonna add some already cooked black beans later on, and yeah, I don't know if that's gonna taste any good. I've never had anything like this, but today's the 1st of May, which is a holiday in Germany, and all the shops are closed on holidays. But I figured I would not need new groceries, that I could live with the leftovers for this weekend. And it's working, but I don't know if it's going to taste any good. My fridge is almost completely, no, not completely, completely empty, except for, yeah, there's leftover pineapple, which is probably already gone bad, and it's, I don't know, I have to clean it as soon as everything in here is gone, which is gonna be definitely today. And yeah, that's how you do it, right? I made a video about that. Cleaning the whole fridge by eating everything. That's what I'm doing today. So that's it. My lunch is done and I have leftovers. Although I'm not... Well, everything I cooked was left over already. And now this is all I have for today, really. There is a grocery store open at the train station downtown, but I don't really want to go there. So I have to, I don't know, make ends meet, I suppose, somehow. This is dessert. That's half an apple, because that's all I got at this point in time, if I still want to eat some fruit for breakfast tomorrow. So that's what I'm having. Lunch is going to be dinner. Well, the leftovers from lunch is going to be dinner. And I still don't think that's enough to satisfy me. I do have a very small mango. See how small it is? Very small. But yeah, I think I'm going to be starving tomorrow for breakfast. I'm going to eat so many oats tomorrow morning because I'm going to be so starving. Yeah. And this is actually everything that was proper in that mango. Everything else was mushy and yeah, no, I'm not going to show you that, it's gross. So that might be 25 grams, 2 tablespoons or so of mango. That's at least what I'm going to include into Cronometer. And I'm still hungry and I'm not satisfied, so I just don't have enough food. I'm starving. But yeah, happens sometimes, doesn't it, in human evolution. So now let's dive into my Cronometer database on a day
where I was starving. Thank God I'm not one of those people who cannot sleep when they are hungry, or who wake up because they are hungry. A friend of mine is like that, and that must be torture. In my sleep I forget that I'm hungry, and yeah, I was hungry yesterday, and I ate too little calories, definitely. Although I ate 1,454 calories, I tend to eat at least 1,900 when I'm eating this way, and I even eat 2,300 or something like that when I include vegan junk food. So that was, I've never eaten this little when I was not especially on a diet or anything. So that was 8.6% of fat and 15.8% of protein, and that was good. Fats. I ate 2 teaspoons of flaxseed. That got me 1.6 grams of omega-3s. And I ate 3.9 grams of omega-6s. I have no freaking idea why the recommendations are as high as they are. I suppose because people cannot even stick to those recommendations regarding omega-6s. People in the Western society eat way too much omega-6. And only this way you can get a proper omega-3 to 6 ratio, which is important. So that's why medically speaking, you don't need any more than like 5 grams of omega-6s, if at all. Protein. I ate 67.9 grams of protein. My weight is 63 kilograms, so that was sufficient. And looking at methionine, even there, 0.9 grams is exactly what I need for my weight. Vitamins. Of course, B12 I supplement, vitamin D I synthesize via the sun, and I was lacking B3. I don't know why, but I did not eat any grains yesterday because I did not have any grains anymore. Could be because of that. Vitamin E is of course too little because I did not eat any nuts and oils, but I prefer a balanced omega-6 to 3 to 6 ratio over being sufficient in vitamin E. Yeah, and you cannot have both. You just cannot have both, except if you eat way too much omega-3, which is not good either. Minerals. Calcium was a little too little, but enough to prevent osteoporosis, but not enough as the recommendations tell you. Chromium, the same as always. I should just delete chromium from this chart. Chromium is hardly in the Cronometer database foods at all. They just did not enter it, so you cannot eat enough chromium according to the database. Now take a look at iron. I've been lacking iron within the past couple of weeks that I showed you the what I eat in a day videos, and I finally solved the problem why I used to be sufficient in iron but not anymore, and that was thanks to a viewer who asked me, who was like, my recommendations are not that high, mine are only 18 milligrams a day. Is it possible that you still have the recommended amounts for pregnant women in your chart? And I was like, I tried to you know, find out if that's what what happened to my Cronometer, and it's not. But the amount that was recommended in my Cronometer was the amount that was recommended for pregnant women. So I think what I probably did when I was pregnant last year and had a miscarriage was that I entered the recommended amount from the German Society of Nutrition, I think. That's what it is. Into my Cronometer, and it was still in there. So that's they recommend 15 milligrams a day for non-pregnant women who are still fertile, and 30 milligrams for pregnant women. And because 30 milligrams was still in my Cronometer references, I was lacking iron. But I actually ate enough, which shows in my HB, who's spectacular. That's 13.7 grams per milliliter, milligrams per deciliter. I don't know. Yeah, I've been eating sufficient amounts of iron all the time, and everything else also, except the sodium. That is, I did not enter sodium into Cronometer that day. So yeah, that's it. Mystery solved regarding iron. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't want to miss any of my videos, please subscribe. That's it for now. See you soon. Bye bye.